At least my guys didn't fumble or nothing.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That man saved a touchdown.
And some options here for the offense on second and 2. Now a handoff.
Come on, how would you? Oh, everybody else is blocked. Why would you let him go? He's the main nigga you should block.
And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot.
The main person you should block on that play.
Didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30.
I hate them shoestring tackles.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 47 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They go play action. Mariota. Flush to his right.
Throw the ball. Jesus.
His throw caught at about the 5.
I gotta click it.
And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. Try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Come on,
well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball on the field and scores on their opening drive.
That's close.
And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Some room to run now. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Hey, check 24.
They'll set up a throw. Cooper's got it.
Bruh, this is to cover the flat. That should have been picked off.
And it helps him pick up the first. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's run, fellas. Let's run. That's where you belong. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here I come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
Throw the ball, man.
Got him.
Yo, how many times are we going to click it?
Leading the surge there, he drops
Jesus.
a loss of 6. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
Somebody else
and they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
that should have been the sack, right?
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 2nd and 10 here. set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Watch tight end. 3, 4 down. 1, alert. 3, 1. Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Wow, Madden hated. I got stuck. That was a touchdown.
I
was stuck. That was a TD.
10 yards, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles?
I should never juked. If I didn't juke that first time, your guy missed openly. That juke messed me up and I got stuck on my guy. I was ghost if I didn't juke.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
could somebody block Khalil Mack for me? Just block him. I don't care about anybody else on that line. Just block that man.
Went to a secondary target
Jesus.
for a really nice game.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. Just keeping the play alive. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
That pocket was holding. Good job, pocket.
To all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
What are you doing? Yo, Mariota, I'm trading this dude. I'm tired of him. I've been trying to hold on to you for 3 seasons, but you still suck.
He forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught in the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, watch left, watch left. All right, here we go. 3-19, Detroit!
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, they hate it. That should have been picked off. They hate it.
He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
All right, here we go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, had its 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete.
Yo, what is going on? I'm dropping passes, dropping picks.
But it's now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now back out comes the offense. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go, go, go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete.
I hate that diving
and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Never works when I do it. That's why I hate it.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to
Pass
his
interference on 20. Number 20. Whoever number 80 or 20, that dude ran into me.
And that's what he did.
Good job. Not you, your computer ran into me.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he takes this one down.
I just
all
noticed
the
the
way
clock.
near the 30.
I was not paying attention.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Mariota on 1st down. Caught left side, Bennett. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
From the red zone now, Mariota.
Oh my God, wide open. No, thank Jesus. That was a horrible pass, Mariota. He was wide open for the touchdown. I saw him too late, and then you want to throw a horrible pass like that.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone.
I'll take it. I dropped 2 picks, so I'm happy you dropped that one because I've dropped 2.
Throwing again, Mario.
Right there, touchdown.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40.
Wow, I'm done. Good run. I'm done.
And he's in for the touchdown on the
I am done.
play of the first
See,
half.
now when I dove for the tackle you, see how that dive in worked? What you got was diving 15 yards to tackle me.
You just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Watch right. We got right. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw.
Get that pick.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more
Yo, I hate that screen that they run like 90 yards backwards. And Mariota's probably hurt now because he got love tap.
Let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there.
He probably is. He's hurt every goddamn. Yep, it's Mariota. He's hurt every goddamn season. Oh, love taps.
Don't give up any points.
Yep, it's Mariota, my backup sin. Oh, this game's over.
And score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well,
There you go. Hold on to the ball for ages and can't even freaking take a hit.
5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all.
That was a bait. And stood right behind my guy. Took him to so you can hit stick.
Come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
A give to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there and take him down.
That was Mariota, man. That was a touchdown. I forgot that was a Mariota.
The last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
No, Jack, Patriot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and the big reason why, they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his... This time they get him behind the line.
Watch right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really
Good
nice
job
to see
peeling
an
off
offense
that
has
block.
enough
If he didn't
confidence
peel off that
to run
block,
the football in that situation.
extra
I
yard
think
in
that
front
goes
of you.
back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. Forced out to his left.
Gimme. Come on. Yo, can we nobody catch picks this game?
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air,
I done jumped like 4 picks and you done jumped like 2.
Defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it
Alright, Jags, man. Subscribe to my channel, bro. I got you.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits
Yeah,
like a
that could have been a
linebacker.
pick
We see a
six.
lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Yo, how long is Mariota gonna be out for? Jesus. I thought you guys say he's coming back.
On second down, Kelly.
Look at that. And he drops it and tips it into your guys'
It's
hands.
incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now,
This week is a no catching week. No one wants to catch it.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going.
Oh, wrong button.
Right. He definitely took a shot.
And that's it.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Just keep running sideways with him. That's it. So you gotta do just keep running sideways.
Return as it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Once I missed that tackle with freaking Griffin, I was like, oh, just keep running sideways.
That's become too
Slow his
familiar.
ass down. That's it.
Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yo, really?
Complete over the middle. It's Cox.
That should have been picked off. Forget pass interference. None of them broke on it. He just stood there. And he pushed up to catch that. That should have been offensive pass interference.
In the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Your dude initiated contact, and then he pushed off to make the catch.
Now a play fake here on
Oh, I was not. You had a guy open. You went to the wrong side. Come on.
So they took a shot.
You had a guy wide open for a touchdown. Whoever was in your slot running that deep, he was wide open because I was controlling that zone and I ran straight down to the first sack and got stuck on my guy.
Like a basketball team is playing excellent defense, great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
I'm happy you didn't do it.
Especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Double tight, double tight. Three down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Thank you. I'm about to say he better not caught that. He draped all over him.
Positioning here is key. As a defensive
I was
back,
draped
you're
all
taught
over him. He better
99%
not
of
have
the
caught
time,
that.
make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Now a handoff as they run.
Yo, I'm done. They had a touchdown. They just glitched me directly to your guy. There was nobody else near me, bro. That was straight home field touchdown.
but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is
Like,
where your
he
running
had
game
nobody else next to me. That's why.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half
Throw the ball,
situations that you worry
Jesus.
about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 4 on the play.
Fucking both these quarterbacks up. Mariota and this dumb freaking Chad Kelly. Even though I won the Super Bowl with Chad 2 seasons ago, he's playing like a bum. They both don't want to throw the damn ball.
From the gun on third down, Kelly and
Bruh, why did you stop running?
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Like, he caught the pass and just stopped running for like 2 seconds until I started running again.
The West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking
they lucky they didn't let me lay you out.
Slightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And the Panthers have now taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single, that's single to slot,
To throw again, Wilson.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree
Playing the flat on that one.
He will take
Flip the
this
play.
one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage.
Hey, that delay pass got you too on that one. That's exact. Now you know my feeling. That's how I've been feeling Mariota all damn game and with Kelly. I'm like pounding the damn button and it ain't coming out my hands.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
Yo, that was a perfect pass. He's gonna hold on to it.
And brings up 3rd down.
I couldn't break with it with my corner, and then by the time I switched to my safety, I got there second late, but I still knocked it out. I'll take it.
Really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Get that out of there. This is why we play the receiver, not the ball.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
This is why we play
He
a
was waving
receiver.
his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
That's
answer.
cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Two times.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Oh shit! Wow, they bring Mariota in finally.
Yeah,
3rd down.
2 extra DBs out there.
Y'all gonna bring him back in on 3rd down. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Throwing is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And so
Oh, why did I do that?
give him 10 minutes time escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, I had blockers. Marcus could have took off.
Sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
Appreciate the coaches bringing Mariota in on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Run to the ball. We got a runner.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they will set up shop.
That stupid back juke I did fucked me up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. It should be fine.
Had no reason to back
They're
juke
gonna
there
hate
and
that,
back
going
juke.
back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Give me that. Why did they not let me fucking jump for that?
Got hit. Ball pops out.
So they should have did to Cooper to begin with. And the other time, he was never caught the other pass.
Going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down now after the incompletion.
The other one you caught in the middle. I should have hit the shit out of you, but.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Wilson gonna throw again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Wilson.
Dive, look at him. What you doing?
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal.
You should never even gain. You should never even move forward. You should have tackled you further.
That's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Damn, he trucked the shit out of him.
He's got him complete.
That was embarrassing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
So nobody's going to tackle him? You guys just going to let him walk right by? On an all-out blitz. On an all-out blitz. Both of y'all just going to walk right by him. He should never made it to the one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Let's go. Took away your read on that one.
Raekwon McMillan from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. On 3rd and goal.
Give me that. Oh, they hate it. They didn't let me. They let me jump with 55. That was a pick. The computer broke on it. The other guy next to me broke on it.
It's 4th down.
We don't trust them, right?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lambeau will put this one through. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. As of now, it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a
my
teammate
guy was
is
like
able to come
all
up with
red.
the ball.
I ain't trying to have no one get hurt.
The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line,
two people
that's where the
underneath.
return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your
own facility. We both know you're still going to make playoffs. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
I still can't get over that damn freaking 80-yard touchdown run before halftime. 4 seconds left on the clock that you got.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Kidding gig. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for the playoffs. Like, my defensive line is like hurt. And yeah, they were talking. I think he was talking about putting a speed cap because he was talking about my running back's a cheat code. You know, I was like. I haven't had time to go through the chat because I've been busy. My mom go through it. Just something about the committee. He said something in the committee chat and looked there. But me and Broncos game asked me if I needed to score in the fourth quarter or something like that. And Nick told me he scored. Told him because I caught a fumble at the 1 yard line. He was like, just score and give me the ball back. And he's like, I don't want you to kneel and kick your score. He was right there.